We got a big show on tap today as I'll do another free giveaway, and then I've got some soccer bets, some NBA bets that include player props and against the spread. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for kicking off your week with me here as we're on the Monday edition here of Winning Bets where we give out free sports picks every single day. I hope you guys are feeling great. I hope you guys had a really good, fantastic weekend. I don't know where you guys live, but you guys know that I live in Chicago. I've mentioned that before. And it felt like for the first time, the city that we love, the city that, the reason that we live here for all the excitement and the entertainment is finally coming back. Getting out on Saturday, kind of just walking around. I know it was St. Patrick's Day weekend, but the weather was nice. Obviously, COVID cases are dropping. The number of vaccinations are going up. And it just felt like, the city was coming back to life. It was exactly 1 year ago today that the governor started shutting everything down on St. Patrick's Day weekend there last year. And it just felt, you could feel it in the air. You could just almost feel everybody's excitement. Even though you're wearing a mask, you're still, following protocols. It just felt like we were starting to get our life back. So what a cool feeling that was this weekend. Again, the weather's great. Not great today. A little bit cold, but that's okay. Plenty of good action to just to sit inside, watch some sports, and have some money roll in. And again, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Let's go ahead and recap the weekend. It was up and down a little bit, lost a couple units. Some of the notable wins here, notable losses here, rather than talking about every little single thing. We got Nikola Jokic again. He went over his point total. We also got KCP go under his point total, so that was another cash for us. Manchester City continues to be a cash cow for us. They won that game to 0. Bayern, they went over their shots total. Dortmund went under their shots total, so that was good. And then in NASCAR, we went 1-1 with our one victory being Almirola over Di Benedetto. He was crushing Di Benedetto all day long, so that was a nice win for him. Some of our notable losses on Friday, Sabonis, he missed it by 1 point. It was so close to getting that by 1 point. And then on Saturday, Byron's shots on target, that's what SOT is, shots on target, they missed it by 1. That's kind of a bad beat. They had 6 shots on target. We needed 7 to get the cash. They got 6 shots on target with still 25 minutes to go in that game. So a little bit of a bad beat there, a little bit of unfortunate that they couldn't get 1 shot on target in the last 25 minutes. PJ Washington, he missed his points total on Saturday night by 1 shot. Same with John Collins, missed it by 1 shot. And then on Sunday, probably one of our worst beats on Sunday was Tottenham. I don't know what the fuck Tottenham was doing. I have no idea other than getting their ass kicked, that's what Tottenham was doing. That was just a really bad performance. I love it when it's kind of funny during the broadcast there how the announcer's just getting on Bale about just how shitty he's playing. I'm thinking it in my head. I'm just thinking about how Bale's not really been involved offensively, but in fairness, neither was Kane. Neither of the forwards were. They couldn't see the ball, but we know Bale's game's not really to get back and track back defensively, but it was just funny the announcer was just getting on Bale. And then 10 seconds later, the number 9 goes up on the board and Bale is hooked. You almost heard it in the announcer's voice, like he wanted to say something like, yeah, no shit, he's coming out of this game. Like he's playing like crap, or yeah, that's the same move I would have done. Like, good job. You could always just hear that in the announcer's voice, that he was all on board with Gareth Bale coming out of the game. So yeah, Tottenham there, yeah, that was just a bad performance. Bad performance. Didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming at all. But we did get a nice Rabona in that game. How about that? How about Lamela with the Rabona? Just flat-footed, standing there, receives a pass from Luka and just Rabonas it. Oh, what a thing of beauty that was. Obviously, on the whole week, though, we're down a little bit, under 1 unit. Just barely down 1 unit on the week. Guys, remember, we went 2-0 in the Premier League, swept the Premier League last Monday, so that was cool. Did Champions League Dortmund over their team total. That was a good win. I already mentioned Jokic and KCP cashing for us on Friday. Some of the notable losses, probably one of the worst ones. There were some bad ones this week, but Juventus failed to advance against Porto. Again, according to Twitter, everybody lost money on that game. That was just a heartbreaker. Bulls didn't beat a depleted 76ers team this past week. Again, the Bayern shots on target, Collins, Washington. Those are all heartbreakers. They were all right there to cashing. And then PSG didn't win on Sunday, so they wrecked a 3-legged parlay for us there. So yeah, just not a terrible week. Like I said, you only lost, basically 1 unit, a little under 1 unit. So not much damage done there. Still doing good on NASCAR. Again, we went 1-1 in NASCAR. So still won 4 units in NASCAR on the season. So I already can't wait for the next race. Just can't wait to just keep betting NASCAR. It's been relatively good to us all except for 1 week. And, we went 50-50 on this past Sunday, so it wasn't like it was a bad week for us. So, yeah, I can't wait for the boys to already head on to the next track. I think they're headed to Atlanta, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, I already look forward to that racetrack going on there. All right, before I go ahead and hit you guys with the bets, let's go ahead and do a free giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and do a March Madness bracket. It's on ESPN. The group is called Winning Bets. Let's just keep it simple. I kept it open to the public, so there's no password to enter the group. All you got to do is, go ahead. I'll put here in the video description, but the name of the group is Winning Bets. Can't get much simpler than that. It's on ESPN. Go ahead and put in one bracket entry, only one entry. I went ahead and modified it. They've got some settings where you can have unlimited brackets. Of course, I only did one bracket. Don't want people, submitting, multiple brackets for the chance to win. One, just go with your best bracket. You guys will do multiple brackets. You guys will submit brackets all across the world, but do one right here. We'll give $75 away to the person that finishes in first. We'll do $50 to the person that finishes in second, and we'll do $25 to the person that finishes in third. We'll just use the ESPN scoring. Obviously, they've got tiebreaker metrics all built in to their bracket there, so just make sure you do the tiebreaker measures to make sure, if it comes down to a tiebreaker, you're not losing because you forgot to do that. So make sure you do that. And yeah, go ahead and get in, guys. You guys are going to do brackets, and you guys are going to compete against thousands and thousands of people across the whole country. I mean, just look at the NBC Sports Predictor League that we do. I think there's like 20 people in there, so yeah, you got a 1 in 20 chance of winning, a good little bit of money and putting some money into your pocket there. So yeah, get your brackets filled out and go ahead and enter those groups. As for the NBC Sports League payouts, haven't looked at it. You guys remember the snafu last week of the scoring adjustment. So I don't know how many people have won or winning the golf tournament, and I don't know who's in position to win the soccer. We'll just do those payouts tomorrow. I'll log into the app sometime tomorrow and before the show, and either give one person money or put the names in the hats and what have you. So I know I'm not in. As I mentioned, Roy McIlroy shot that +7 on Thursday, and I never bothered logging into the app the rest of the weekend. I knew I had no chance in hell once Roy McIlroy went out there and shot a +7 in that first round. So yeah, no good on him. All right, let's go ahead and get on into some bets. I'm pumped. Like I said, we got some soccer bets. We got some basketball bets. Let's start off with the soccer. Of course, that goes off first. Let's do the Premier League bet. It's Wolves versus Liverpool. I'm going to go ahead and take under 2.5 in this game, and that's -118 over at FanDuel. This is cash in the last 6 games that Liverpool's played in, and it's cash in the last 3 games that Wolves played outside of the City game. I think that's a little bit of an anomaly when a team goes up against City, because City just punishes everybody. So, yeah, it's cashed in the last 3 of Wolves' game outside of that, and 5 of their last 6. Wolves at home, they're allowing 14 goals in 13 games, and they've only scored 15. Their games only average 2.2 goals at home. So just see this as a low fixture. See it being 1-0 Liverpool win, maybe a 2-0 Liverpool win. Not even sure Wolves will be able to get on the score sheet unless they get some help, probably from VAR. So, yeah, if VAR doesn't help Wolves out, I think they do get shut out. And go ahead and give me, I think Liverpool, I don't see Liverpool getting more than 2 goals against Wolves. We know just how stout Wolves is. We haven't bet Wolves under 2.5 in a little bit, but we bet them earlier on the season. We were getting cashes on 2.5. So, yeah, I just see this being under 2.5 here in this matchup here between these two clubs. So that's what we'll roll with. And then let's jump over to La Liga. We'll do Barcelona versus Huska. We're going to do both teams to score no, -118 on DraftKings. I wanted to do, and if you guys want to do this on your own, I really can't fault it. If you want to do Barcelona to win to 0, it's got better value. The only thing that scared me is their last 2 head-to-heads, Barcelona only scored 1 goal in those 2 games. One game was 0-0, and the other game was 0-1. So that just made me just a little bit hesitant that, for whatever reason, man, Barcelona is not able to score a whole lot of goals against this team. God forbid I lose this bet, because this one finishes 0-0 again. So I just thought the safer of the 2 options with both teams to score no, but there is certainly better value on Barcelona to win to 0 if you wanted to go that way. Barcelona's had 2 straight home clean sheets. I just mentioned the recent, last 2 head-to-heads against these 2 clubs. So I'm expecting another dominant performance for Barcelona this afternoon. So go ahead and give me both teams to score no, and -118 over at DraftKings. Let's transition now to the association over tonight. We're going to go ahead and look at Kings versus Hornets. I'm going to go ahead and take Hornets -3.5, and that's -105 over at PointsBet. Look, defensively in the last 3, points allowed, Hornets are 4th, Kings are 22nd. Efficiency, Hornets are 2nd, Kings are 24th. Effective field goal percentage, Hornets are 2nd, Kings are 14th. And 3-point field goal percentage, Hornets are 1st and the Kings are 7th. Offensively, Hornets are shooting the ball 5% percentage points better on effective field goal percentage and 11 11% better on the 3-point percentage better. Hornets are at home. Expect them to have another good shooting night. I think they can easily cover this -3.5. I think they'll win somewhere in that 7 to 9 point range if I had to take a guess. So that's why I've got Hornets -3.5 all day long. Let's go ahead and do another against the spread here in the NBA. Let's go ahead and take Pacers plus 5.5. And you can find that at -110 over at DraftKings. Pretty evenly matched teams when I went ahead and dug into the research here. Points per game allowed, there's only 2 points different. Defensive efficiency, Pacers are slightly better. Effective field goal percentage is only 1 percentage points better for the defensive standpoint. 3-point field goal percentage allowed is only 2 percentage points better. 2 percentage points different, with the Pacers being the better of those two teams. If we look at offensively, points per game scored, it's only 2 points difference, with the Pacers scoring a little bit more. Offensive efficiency, the Nuggets are slightly better. It's 0.036 decimal points better. So, yeah, it's about even there. And effective field goal percentage is only 2 percentage points different. So, pretty evenly matched on offensive and defense. So, I think getting 5.5 points from a Pacers team that can easily hang with a lot of teams in the NBA, especially this Nuggets team where it's pretty evenly matched. I like that one. So, we'll take Pacers plus the 5.5 points tonight. Let's go ahead and drop into some more 3 prop bets here for tonight in the NBA. We're going to go ahead and first look at Deandre Ayton over 13.5 points, and that's -118 over at DraftKings. Look, this Grizzlies defense cannot defend the paint area. They're allowing 61 field goal percentage points to centers in the last 14. They're allowing 26 points versus centers in the last 14. Both of those rank in the bottom 3. Their second worst field goal percentage in the paint non-restricted area. They allow the worst field goal percentage within 6 feet, and they allow the worst field goal percentage within 10 feet. I think he can get some easy buckets tonight. This is cash in 8 of his last 11 games. I expect him to get, if you actually look at his March log, for whatever reason, he's had a little bit of a reduction in points, but they're going to need him tonight to defend Valanciunas there in the paint on the other side, so he should be getting some minutes there in the fourth quarter. Expect him to log his normal around low 30s is what I expect him. If he does that, I think he can easily get over 13.5 points given how the Grizzlies struggle to defend the paint. Let's go ahead and on the next one, go right back to KCP. For some reason, if you guys remember on Friday night, we cashed KCP under 13.5. They've bumped this up to 14.5. I assume it's only because they're playing the Warriors, and they think because the Warriors generally shoot the ball better, maybe other teams got to maybe press it and shoot it. I don't know. There's no real justification for this to be bumped up. It's under 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and it's -120 over DraftKings. The Warriors are actually defending shooting guards really well, actually. They rank in the top 5 in the last 14 games in defending shooting guards, holding them to 38.5 field goal percentage. They've played the Warriors twice this season. He had 9 points and 16 points. Or not 9 points. He had 9 points, rebounds, and assists, and 16 points, rebounds, and assists. The game he had 16, though, he took 8 free throw attempts, which is the most he's taken all season long. So for whatever reason, the Warriors were just doing a shitty job defending that night and fouling him, obviously, a ton. Most he's taken all season. So if they just go back to, normal defense and just don't foul the kid like, like the Warriors generally don't do. They generally play really good defense. He should really stay under 14.5 points. So like that one again, we'll go ahead and ride that until it burns us. This is going to be a great thing that we've uncovered here and gotten some cashes with KCP, so we'll do it again. All right, and for the last one, let's go back to our guy Nikola Jokic, over 25.5 points at -114 over FanDuel. Pacers defense in the last 10. They're number 22 within 10 feet of the basket. They're number 27 in the paint, non-restricted area. They're number 27 in points in the paint allowed. And they're allowing the centers in the last 14, which both rank in the bottom 5 of the league, 27.8 points and 65.2 field goal percentage. So I think our guy Jokic can have himself another good game, and what I expect to be a closely, scoring game. So yeah, I don't see this game being a blowout, on either side, obviously, with, how we took against the spread. So yeah, close game. He'll get his normal run of minutes, and he should have success against the Pacers team that, just can't defend the paint, worth a damn, in the last 10 games. So that's what we'll do it today. We'll roll out those couple soccer bets. We'll roll out those NBA bets. We'll look to talk about the profit on tomorrow's show. And I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. Do something cool today. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys back on tomorrow's show. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.